What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about SwiftCoin today. Shout out to all the Swifties out there having a very swift move to the upside. I'm sure everybody's having fun right now. 27.8% in a day, man. Are you having fun yet? You're going to be having fun, man. This is just the beginning of good things to come. Now, don't get me wrong. SwiftCoin, when it moves up, it does wick to the upside a good bit. So it's possible. Why is it lagging? It's possible that by the end of the day, why is it still that we come down a little bit? But I don't know, man. You've been suppressed for quite a while. You're finally letting loose. There's no reason to get in the way of letting this thing just pump through the roof right now, right? I mean, it very well could just run all the way up to about 1.7 to 2 cents, somewhere in that area by the end of the day, giving Onyx Coin a run for its money if it does in fact get up there. I want to look at the 1 hour time frame. The race is still alive and well between XCN and SwiftCoin. Who gets to 20 cents first, right? SwiftCoin has the advantage, not because it's ahead. Onyx Coin is ahead in the price, but because it has a lower market cap, right? It's easier to move this thing. 27% up. I wonder, is there any kind of news? Any news with SwiftCoin, you guys? Let's see. Why isn't it? Let's go over here. Swift blockchain. Yeah, hit me. Hit me here. What do we got? Anything bullish? Probably some bullish stuff. Not really. Cool. Well, whatever. Nothing too crazy, at least. Nothing that I'm aware of. Maybe somebody's aware of it, and if you read the comments, you'll see, there's a lot of helpful people in the comments. And once you get past the spam bots and the trolls, there are some helpful comments, honestly. A lot of people in SwiftCoin, man, they're very, very well aware and intelligent, knowledgeable about this thing, so more so than I am. So you can actually gain some knowledge from the comments if you're finding someone that's obviously not a scammer or a troll, right? If it's helpful information, it's very discernible as to what is helpful or what's not, right? 1.42 cents right now, 44 minutes left in this 1 hour candle. You're moving up with volume, guys. That's some of the most volume on a 1 hour time frame that we've seen in a little while now. I mean, literally since May. That's the biggest volume spike we've seen since May, and it's coming on this breakout. It looks perfect, man. We're getting very deep into the overbought zone here. Okay, we are sitting at a 92 read on the RSI, 91 read, something like that. Crazy stuff. Again, SwiftCoin's very volatile, so if it wicks back down, if by chance you close down at like 1.3 cents or lower, it's not a big deal. This isn't a fake out. This is still the real deal. It's just it might go lower first, and that's okay if it does. 4 hour time frame. Looking at this here, getting overbought. More volume coming in. This 4 hour candle has more volume than anything we've seen since, let's see here, probably since the same time frame, since May. Yeah, since May, since that pump over there. It's a good bit of volume, you guys. Definitely a nice look so far. I think this is the real deal as far as a breakout goes. Again, you could pull back and back test areas to find support at prior resistance. In that case, keep an eye on 1.24 cents. 1.3 cents, stuff like that, right? Nothing too crazy. You're not going to consolidate for months at a time, right? But just something semi-significant might happen. In fact, let's run with this idea. Oh my God, you look so. We're going to go over something that's very bullish here in just a second, okay? But I want to just see what would make sense from a high to a low. Golden ratio. Okay, so you tipped it. If you were to go back to the 382, which is at 1.26 cents, 1.25 cents, even just below there, that's okay. I doubt that you go below there too much. You might not even get down there, but something in that range of the 0.5 to the 382, it would make sense to go down there. You might go down there over the next couple hours and then come back up and close bullish by the end of the day and just not even have the same look by the end of the day. But again, if you stop here momentarily, it's not a problem, okay? The bullish thing that I noticed, that I got all excited for, that I said we'll come back to that and talk about it. I might have to turn up the volume on my computer here, you guys. We're gonna ramp up the performance because this lagging is just there. You go. You see now you can hear the computer. It's a little louder, but it moves a lot more fluidly, and that's less annoying for me. 1.38, 1.39 cents right now. You've got this giant W, right? You got this giant W. I can't really draw it too appropriately, but you see what I'm going for. Onyx Coin, XCN just broke above its nipple, right? Whenever you break above this one, what's great about this, and the reason why I'm looking at Dogecoin and I'm looking at coins like SwiftCoin, is because they're in these W patterns, but they haven't broken out yet. Now, Dogecoin probably won't perform as well as SwiftCoin does. I mean, Dogecoin does a 20% move, and it's going to be above its well, maybe not 20%. I don't know, but if it does a 20% move, it's a lot more significant for Dogecoin. Where SwiftCoin, it does a 20% move from here. I mean, to be fair, it probably actually does get above there too. That point is moot. But all I'm trying to say is it has a lower market cap. It would definitely outperform. It's going to way outperform Dogecoin. It's going to wipe the floor with Dogecoin. But looking for coins that look like this, where they have this W shape, that's where I got distracted, and they haven't broken above that focal point still. So I do think that once you get above And it's not just getting above, right? Let's be clear. It's when you break out, when you break the level of 2 cents, whenever that level breaks, and let's say 1.98 cent, 1.99, 1.985, whatever. Let's just call it 2 cents. It's easier to say. Probably just below 2 cents. Once that level breaks, you're not stopping. You're going. And where are you going to go? You're going to go to new all-time highs. Very, very fast. Like, it's going to be a matter of days, if not a matter of like a week or less, right? It's not going to take much time at all once that breaks. You might dilly-dally on your way up there, right? See a little move up, a little consolidation, a little move up, consolidate, whatever. And then once you break it, you're off to the races. And where are you going to go? Inevitably, I mean, the minimum target that we're expecting is something like 14 or 15 cents, but I don't think SwiftCoin stops there, man. If we take a high here to a low here, you go all the way up. Let's see. Come on now. The 1618 is at 14.6 cents. I don't think you stop there. I think just like Onyx Coin, you're going to see your 1886 to 200 level, and that's at about 24 to 29 cents. So from here at 1.4 cents, that's a good bit of growth. Even with this 23% growth in one day, that's a 17x to a 21x, you guys. That's outperforming XCN. From its current price to where I project XCN to go, from its current price for Swift to where I project it to go, SwiftCoin would outperform both on the minimum and the maximum end of things. Unless, of course, it stops at 14 cents. But even then, that's a 10x. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think that's a problem at all. So what? It's almost an 11x, actually. It's like a 10.5x. That's not a problem at all. It could go higher. You know, it really could go higher. SwiftCoin has a very long history, and I mean, who knows, man? This might be when it finally cuts loose, whenever it gets the hype and the recognition it deserves. Maybe it goes all the way up to just under $1 there, and you get a crazy 64x pump. I don't think that there's too many coins that we're looking at that have that potential. I'm not saying that SwiftCoin has that potential, or I'm not saying that SwiftCoin will do that by the end of August. I'm just saying it has the potential to. It does have the potential to. Doesn't mean that it will. Maybe, maybe not. But, 91 cents, something around 50 cents, any of that's possible. I'm really thinking 24 to 29 cents, so that's where you're going to go. I mean, anything more than that's pretty crazy, but this thing's been suppressed. Its market cap is low. It works. It's a good project. They've got a whole lot going on. They're developing. They've got a solid community. The tech is great, right? It wouldn't surprise me if it didn't go to this area that I'm predicting, that the only place that it would go to would not be at a lower price, but at a higher price. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't stop here, it's because it went higher. So if I'm wrong, it's because I wasn't bullish enough. But still important to consider, don't get your feelings hurt if you only get a measly little 10.5x here at 14.6 cents. That could happen too. But I kind of doubt it. Daily RSI getting bullish as hell, looking great. Weekly time frame here. Let's see. Kind of reminds me of Onyx Coin. You got these higher lows throughout the weekly time frame. Double bottom here. You've got a W in the weekly RSI as well. By the end of this week, you should be breaking above that central point right there, the nipple. And once you do that, same thing as the price. You should be just moving up. So unlike the price, though, you don't have to go above this reading. Maybe you do. Typically with W's, right, if you form a W, you go above where the W began. That's a successful W. But with the RSI, it's a little bit different. You're stuck in a range between 100 and 0. I'm not expecting that out of you, but I would expect. I mean, not that I couldn't see it happening. You could see the strongest readings on a weekly time frame that you've ever seen in your existence. It's very possible, but it wouldn't surprise me if you stopped somewhere around 80, between 80 and 90, just below, maybe a double top. Well, whatever. You're going to get into the overbought zone, and the last time that we got overbought on the weekly time frame, if it'll let me, we saw a very fantastic move over 2 weeks, right? I mean, one week you had a 290% move. The next week you moved up 32%, giving you an overall from like a low to a high. That was an overall move of about come on now, 8x, 8.3x. And that was just the second half of a move that had already taken place, right? Like overall, in that time of that move, overall, you had a 17x. So I would think from here, whatever it is, I really wouldn't be surprised if you had more than a 17x. If this move is bigger, only bigger, right? The moves are getting bigger as the cycle progresses. That's normal in a bull cycle. I would think that this move only gets bigger. You're probably going to stop somewhere that's, again, just below 30 cents, but above 25 cents. That'd be my guess. Let's see. Do we have anything else that we want to say? Let's look at the ribbon. We did that for Onyx Coin. I want to look at the ribbon here for this thing too. Weekly ribbon's looking good. You found support below it. You're starting to get above it. That's good. Good. 3-day time frame. Haven't crossed yet, but you're probably going to. I mean, it's been disrespected, so I wouldn't wait too much on that. But yeah, you look like you're going to cross, which will be bullish. Daily time frame, absolutely. I mean, as long as you maintain above 1.2 cents, you're going to be crossing this thing in a matter of a week or less. And especially if you move up, that'll only hasten the pace. Do be aware, sometimes those bullish crosses can give you a pullback. Doesn't mean you pull all the way back to the cross, but you might see a little bit of turbulence on that day. So if and when you get that cross, just be aware of that. But back here, whenever you had the cross, you crossed bullish here, you pulled back, you maintained the bullish posturing. It was just a fake kind of pullback, and then you continued to rally. Here, whenever you crossed down, you actually pumped into that cross. Here, whenever you crossed up, you dumped down into that cross, eventually flipping it. You know what I mean? Here, you crossed down and you actually pumped into it. So sometimes these crosses are known for the antithesis of whatever the move is, right? Like if you're crossing up, you might move down. If you're crossing down, you might move up. So just be aware of that. Not here, probably not here, but maybe within the next week or so, you'll have a little shakeout, a little shaky poo, but nothing too crazy. That's what you did here, right? Look at this, right? If we're looking at this move here, which was what? It was like an 8x move in the course of like 3 weeks. From a high to a low, you dropped over 40%. 40% right there, just about 40%. From a high to a low here, you dropped 53%. It's not going to be a moon mission. I mean, it is going to be a moon mission, but it's not without its stops along the way, right? It's not just going to be a straight line up. You will have volatility. And same kind of message that I was giving to the XCN Onyx Coin people, I want to give to you guys, is that the difference between somebody that gets a 20x move or a 10x move, sometimes it's just the difference of where they sell, right? It's not a matter of what coin they hold. I'm assuming there's a lot of people holding SwiftCoin that are going to sell at a 5x, sell at a 10x. There's going to be a few that sell at a 20x, but the difference there is, can you hold through a 10x? The people that sell at a 20x to a 25x, they hold through a 12x, a 19x, a 21x. You have to hold through all those other very significant milestones to get there. So just be prepared. There will be dips along the way. Dips are for buying. We're in buy the dip season, everybody. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Good job, SwiftCoin. Good job. Absolutely. I mean, if there's any kind of doubt in my price prediction at all of that like 29 to what was it, like 23 cent price area, the only doubt that I have is that it's not bullish enough. Genuinely, like it could genuinely outperform even those expectations. As crazy as that might sound, man, this thing is undervalued. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.